Hey! 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 This is library.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Tell Me About That Book podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Rena. You can get updates for the show at tellmeaboutthatbook.com. This is episode 0, basically the introduction to the show. Wanted to give you an overview of what we're going to be doing here with this podcast. A little bit about me first. I've been a trainer for over 12 years, working out of my facility, 5 Iron Fitness in White Plains, New York. Some of you might know me from the Strength Coach podcast, which I have been doing for 10 years. That's a show I do at Michael Boyle for our website, strengthcoach.com, and my guests have included some of the top strength and conditioning professionals, athletic trainers, personal trainers, and physical therapists from the world of college and professional sports, as well as the private sector. My other podcast is Stop and Give Me 20. It's 20 minutes with some of the world's top fitness professionals. While the Strength Coach podcast focuses on the practical application of what coaches are doing with their programs and businesses, the interviews on Stop and Give Me 20 go a little deeper into the stories of some of those professionals. So on both shows, I was always talking about books that my guests were reading. Not only currently, but ones that influence their lives. So I never really had time on those shows to go deeper. And our community, the fitness community, really does read a lot and reads a good variety of books. So I wanted just to have a special platform just for that. So that's what we're going to do here. We'll keep them short, under 20 minutes, and we'll try to keep it light, an overview, some things they liked about the book, and most importantly, some takeaways from the book, maybe some things that they've kind of applied in their practice. I have also partnered with ReadIt4.me, which is the #1 book service for entrepreneurs, executives, business coaches, and fitness pros. So for each episode, you'll be able to get a summary of the current book we're talking about. It'll be one at a time, but you can get that link at tellmeaboutthatbook.com. So whatever book we're currently talking about, so you kind of have to keep updated with the episodes in order to kind of stay current with that summary. It's free. You just got to sign up there. And for episode 1, I actually interviewed the founder of ReadIt4.me, Steve Cunningham. So you'll be able to hear all about the service. And then we're actually going to do a book, The One Thing. Another cool thing we're doing here is giving all the proceeds away from this podcast to Inner City Weightlifting. Now, if you don't know what Inner City Weightlifting is, they are a company out of Boston, and they reduce youth violence by connecting proven risk young people with new networks and opportunities, including meaningful career tracks in and beyond personal training. So cool what they're doing. They use the gym to replace segregation and isolation with economic mobility and social inclusion, disrupting the system that leads to urban violence. It's a great program that you can find out more about on our website, tellmeaboutthatbook.com. Just go there, and there's a link there and tells you all about it. All sponsorship money and any affiliate money goes directly to them. So we're launching 3 episodes with this episode. Steve Cunningham and Alan Cosgrove are the first 2. And then we have Nick Winkleman, Kevin Carr, Mark Fisher, Gerald Coopersmith, Rachel Cosgrove, Devin McConnell, all coming up. We'll post about 2 shows a month, I think, every other week. And there's lots of great books: Extreme Ownership, Grit, The One Thing, Perfect Day Formula, The 4 Agreements, Brains on Fire, and more. So if you like what you hear, please subscribe to the show, give us a review and a rating. I know if you listen to my other podcasts, I always talk about that, but it really helps, especially with a launch. So just kind of get the word out there and kind of be featured on iTunes. You can send me some feedback, good or bad, to strengthcoachpodcast@gmail.com. I really want to make sure what I'm doing is I can deliver another quality show, so please let me know what you think. Don't forget, you can check out the show notes at tellmeaboutthatbook.com and connect on all my social media accounts. All right, thanks so much for listening, and let me know what you think.